Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Six. Today, I think we're gonna go for a slightly different expansion. Before I do that, it looks like we're full on ration, so it might be worth building some more storage for them, I guess. Do we have any crates? Do not have crates. Maybe I'll just get like an export depot, get that rolling. Yeah, I'll have a release valve there, but we definitely want to continue to increase our amount of storage. Anyways, we're doing something slightly different. We're gonna be adding some booze to our town, some booze production. Now the first step is actually to increase our grain production. Because we're not doing, like, we're doing okay on grain, but we're not doing, like, adding a whole industry to our stuff, okay? You know? We're doing, like, we're barely producing enough grain for our bread, okay? Which is not okay enough. So I'm just gonna slurp this territory in the top of the map. I'm gonna dig into the water a little bit, because I think that's fine. And just build it all the way up. That's going to be another 12 workers. It's going to produce an average of 127 a day. We're going to further increase the productivity of that by adding some power nub wells. We don't really need to increase the opium fertility. Looks like our other grain farms already have power wells too. I want to double check. So these wells will increase the fertility even further. So that is awesome. The millers want their alcohol production. It's just good. Every noble state has to have some form of alcohol in it. It's just not proper for them not to have it. We could maybe... I mean, this little zone seems really fertile as well. So, I guess I'll slurp it up too for the grain farms. Now it's kind of eating into the Fortuna estate, I think it's called. But that's whatever. The millers bought the land long ago, back before it was surveyed. It's a tale as old as time. Obviously, we're gonna have a power well in the center of that. It does reduce the estate's property, but I'm gonna do a thing where, like, this graveyard is gonna be part of the property. We can just build a fence out here, so it's actually a humongous property. Obviously, I'm going to cancel a couple, just to get little exits for the NPCs to maneuver around. And we're going to make our, I think it's under refining, yeah, our brewery. Looks like the brewery is going to need pots, so I'm going to have to increase the imports there. I don't know if pigs are even good at producing alcohol either. I guess I can double check that real quick, because we might need to build like a workhouse for the people. They're okay at it. The dwarves really like it, so there might be a dwarven apartment soon. Alright, so that'll be 14 employees. They'll produce 14 booze a day. I think we can bump that up. It's gonna mean we're gonna need to increase the dimensions of this place, but that's fine. We can have like this foul U-shaped building. That's pretty cool-ish, kind of. There we go. We're gonna want auxiliary kettles. We're gonna need one more, so I guess expanding the building we shall do. There we go. We're gonna need storage. The storage can be, I guess, in the back here. Can I build more than one? I cannot build more than one. Now we could build it up here, actually. And then we have some doors here. I think we can probably build it out of greenstone. Yeah, it's going to take 428. Which is what it is. It's going to be dwarves working here, probably. 24 employees. That is absolutely glorious. I guess we're just going to let time advance for the time being. Now we've set these commands up. We continue to build into the Garthemi quarter as well. I see no reason not to continue that trend. I'm gonna create like a large building over here just to potentially have some services for the Garthemis. It'll be valuable to just clear out space. I don't know if the Garthemi... Do the Garthemis like organic buildings? Let's see. Or do they hate squareness, at least? So squareness, they don't care about. Roundness, they don't give a fuck about. Absolutely fantastic. Then square buildings it shall be. Can probably have more housing over here. Very cool. It's a nice, solid dwarf fortress looking building here. It's gonna have a nice little secondary entrance as well. Obviously, it's gonna be a while before that's done. It's gonna be a while before a lot of these things are done. We need more jobbers. I'm gonna add some more farmlands too. Looks like this area is relatively infertile, so there's no reason not to add some power nubs, some power wells. Let's keep the trend going. Probably would be worthwhile to invest more technology points in the farmland at some point as well. That's a tale for another time, though. Potentially later in this episode. Don't really have strong feelings about it. This is a glorious, ginormous farm. It's gonna have 11 workers. And I'll add in 14 piganoids. Very cool. Let's continue that trend. Guess a good question. You see how much fruit is spoiling each year too. So we're losing about 1,000 spoilage. That's whatever. Don't really care about that much. So I'm just gonna let time advance. I might as well start adding in immigrant dwarves too. They're gonna be a little bit unhappy because I added close to the top amount, but they're gonna be needed to work the brewery, so that is whatever. Wait, this warehouse, I forgot to fill it up. I think it was fetch bread, fetch fruits, and fetch vegetables. That's super fine. I'll just leave the rest of it open. Maybe I'll add in... To be honest, we're probably gonna want... Is there a grain? Looks like there's a grain warehouse right next to the brewery, so that's perfect. I think it's high time we add some stocks to our town as well. Not like the cool money kind, but the kind where you put prisoners in. It says it's like a little addition to the dungeoning. So I think it would be perfect to just have like a row of it here. Doesn't really perfectly like center up though. It's the only thing. Is there anywhere else we could put it? We have this giant town square, I guess, but no, I think this street's good enough. It's gonna be a little bit inefficient, but whatever. Maybe I'll put it... Whatever, it's going here. Actually, I want it to be one built bigger. Infrastructure, law, stock. No, that's as big as it gets. So So I'll put another one here. Guess I'll add some humans as well to the town. Why not? They could be pretty reasonable. Booze makers. Look, it's a type of poison, okay. The pots absolutely going to take forever, so it might be worth getting more pot imports. Not quite sure where I'm importing them. Looks like we're getting a little degradation down here as well. I guess I'll add a jander. Probably to this corner. We have 5 homeless people. That's not great. Looks like some of them are the delivery men. Then the rest of them are what? Are they down here? They're not down here. Somewhere in town. The masonry. Well, that sucks. I guess we get started on another dwarven apartment complex. Is this the... Let's see, how tall is this design? 27. And how tall is this? 27 perfectly. So I guess I'll build like a replica of this next to the crypt. I'll get started here. And that'll give the dwarves here a house. There's been a bakery accident. That's not good. This guy's given the 10,000 mile stare. It is what it is. Shit happens. There's the doctor's right next door, so that is fine. Be nice to reduce that at some point with the research. We have even more homeless people. It's absolutely terrible. It's just all people in the dwarf quarter. I'm already getting started on these houses. It should be more than enough. It's gonna be 8 people living here, so it should sort that just fine. Hopefully. Why are these random jackasses moving here? No, we are getting some reduction. Very cool. Oh, we're doing wonderfully on food, actually. In fact, we have so much surplus that's rotting on the ground. I guess I'm gonna fill up the rest of this zone with fruit crates. I think that's acceptable. We're potentially gonna need another warehouse, so I'm just gonna get started on that as well. This area is really fertile. I can build it across the street, no problem. It's like a nice, large warehouse. Yep, perfectly sized, in my opinion. Let me just get a couple doors here. One here, maybe. There we go. We'll just have to remember to put some fruit crates in that as well. We're now just waiting on clay pot shipments. Oh, here's where we import the clay pots. Yeah, we're gonna need... To be honest, I think we import it into this import yard. It's because we're gonna be importing booze, so it's gonna be... Or we're gonna be producing booze, so having a bunch of clay pot imports here will be nice. Can have 6 crates. That's gonna be 1,500. So we are gonna absolutely just rip into our income. In fact, I kind of want to adjust the pots downwards. There we go, 714. I'll do 600. And I'm gonna set this warehouse to this import depot to nothing. Let's see, do we have a ration maker down here? We do have one. Do we have ration storage? We literally do not. Look, well, I say that. Is no one working here? Oh, there's one person working here. I guess the workload must just be so trash. Maybe they just constantly suffer from lack of food. I'll build another warehouse just to store the rations here. I think it probably makes sense that we'd want some ration production in Grey Rock, I think this place is called. Because we have all the materials for it. Jesus. That, I don't think that's how stocks are supposed to look. Well, whatever. Does that increase the deterrence? Let's see, stocked 2%. Okay, it doesn't look like it actually alters it much. Looks like the dwarves are happy once again, so I'm gonna let even more in. I'm gonna get started on another apartment block. How wide is this building supposed to be? 29. So, let's see. Starting from this corner. Yeah, we need to suck this in. There we go. There's gonna be a 2-tile gap, which I guess we can put like a service building or something in. We're getting a bajillion clay pots, so that'll be all we need for the brewery. We have 800 metal. Okay, I'm gonna... Let's see, the weapon or the armor blacksmith? I guess the armor blacksmith I'm gonna turn back on. So we don't need this much metal. We might need some metal to upgrade the brewery, but we should have more than enough to upgrade the brewery. We also can upgrade the lavatory near the hotel now, I believe. Boom. So I'm just doing that. Did we get any more tourists in the meantime? Let's see, we got one very good route. They call this bunch of mud huts a city. Standards are poor these days. A fellow Kryptonian gave me the impression the fruit farms would be worth the trip, but I was wrong. The wells were appalling. Walla Thilda, gratitude for your great work. The service of inn is flawless. Cool. Bland place, nothing to write home about. As an honest Kryptonian, I came to see the fruit farms, but was disappointed in what I found. Lavatories could do better. The inn's good. Traveled 2 months to get here. Was it worth it? No. But at least I got a nice souvenir. The lavatories were a big disappointment. Can't recommend the wells. Can wish for a better inn than the one I stayed in. Yeah, that dude's just picky. Little more than mediocre. A dirty fruit farmer showed me around the city's fruit farms. I was not impressed. The lavatories are not up to date. Can wish for a better inn than the one I stayed in. Bland place. I was curious about the grain farms. Had an unpleasant experience in a boring canteen. Nice city to visit. Was creeped out by Mr. Lord Torb. Oh, this is Claire Linkler. Oh, they really fucking hate our fruit farms. We need to get a science division on these fruit farms stat. Shit's so gnarly. Guess I'll build another lab. Just extend the human quarter forever. And we're gonna need the extra labs at some point, so getting it rolling sooner rather than later should be fine. Looks like there's plenty of vacant apartments for the people living there. Looks like they're not getting all the stuff for their apartments too. So I think I'm gonna build a secondary warehouse next to this first one. It's just gonna store housing materials. Plus I think this warehouse will as well. So that should cover all the bases. We're now out of cutstone. Cutstone will eventually be created. Okay, what's the upgrade? 144 metal. Deal. Then the next one's gonna need mechanisms. It's producing booze out of grain. That is fine. It's gonna require a lot of pots. That is also fine. Probably need a warehouse to store the booze. We should be good for a little bit. I guess I'll put the warehouse here. It's kind of like a horrible shack. Just grows on this booze place. Is 1,000 booze stored? We could probably store stuff better here. No? Okay, I guess I'll change the shape a little bit. If we shrink it by 1... Okay, how about this one? We get a power nub, we get 3 doors here. Never mind, we get 2 doors here. We have a massive crate on each side. 2.5k storage. Boom. Plenty enough for the boozery. And we can import the coal and clay pots, I guess. We now employ over 25 in our breweries just by the single brewery. That is the power of the miller's money. Oh, it looks like this place actually grabs coal for us. That's nice. Well, I'm gonna want the pots in this other warehouse anyways. Looks like all our homeless are just in this one carpenter. I mean, we're getting houses constructed. Don't think we need to actually go out of our way. Problem should solve itself soon. We're at -11 odd jobbers, so I'm going to add in 12 dwarves and 28 humans. And a little bit of piganoids. That should solve that. That stuff rolling just fine. Let's see, do I need to have the walls? Is this going to be isolation 100 by itself? If we remove the walls? No, it's going to be 58, so we're going to need it all built before we can actually get those started. It will come in due time. Can get, first of all, 6 crates for booze should be good enough. We're going to want a crate for coal. Crate for booze, or pots. Actually, I'll do 2 of each. A delivery man, that should solve that. Guess I'll upgrade this lavatory as well. Just gonna upgrade all the lavatories near the end. Hopefully that will solve that. We apparently have 7 homeless. I think it's in the, yeah, the one place. To be honest, I think we're just going to have to build some stone housing for the Dondorians. It's not going to be awesome, but it will solve the problem rapidly. It's going to be a wonderful apartment inside the workers' territory. They're going to get paid in scrip, which can be used in local industries. It'll be nice. I'll get some dirt road. They can travel around here easily. Maybe we widen this fence out. It's not like anyone owns property here right now anyways, other than the millers. Cool. Now we can get a big road. And I'm gonna remove this fence as well. Just to add more road here. Should increase the access of people, so they shouldn't all path through each other. Very sweet. think it'll be worth sprucing up the Miller's estate as well. Get some trees along this road. And I suppose a statue would be nice, though we are completely out of cut stone, so maybe not. Another person came by. Little more than mediocre. Came by to see the cotton farms. The lavatory I visited was a spectacular experience. If I come again, remind me to stay at Inn number 1. Can I rename this place? I can. Man. I think I should come up with a creative name for this if I'm going to be reading tourist reviews. There's this inn I heard in a D&D campaign, which is a horrific pun, which I guess I'm just going to steal. It's called the Barge Right Inn. So I will take that. Fantastic. Actually still making a surplus of metal, so I'm gonna turn on this other smithy and keep an eye on that. We did build a bunch more metal production, so it's possible that we actually have enough metal to support the smithies. How's our booze situation? Not producing nearly enough. That'll come in time. Potentially gonna subsume even more of this territory for another brewery. Got our homelessness problem down. Are there still homeless people in this brewery? Nope. Coolio. I think I'm also gonna build another crypt, come to think of it. Maybe on the opposite side of the river. Though, it's gonna be servicing the dwarves, so it should be in the dwarven quarter. I guess right here, it'll be on the opposite side of the other crypt. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. That seems perfectly acceptable. We have a bunch of spare gems, so it's better to use it than lose it. Might suck in this building a bit. So 44 out of 47 gems. Probably, let's build the statues before we build any more graves. Yeah, because it's already running out of space here. Guess I could put a couple micro statues, yeah, in this corner. It's a little degen, but whatever. It's gonna take all of our cut stone for a while, but that'll put some more gems to work. And spoilage is based off of how much stuff you have as a percentage, so it'll reduce the amount that's being spoiled. This fruit's kind of just sitting here. Not sure if I appreciate that. Don't know if there's much we can do about it other than like to build a tiny warehouse. I guess I could put some fruit crates here. Why not? It's like a couple. It'll help supplement that. Yeah, there we go. Actually, shouldn't we have another warehouse down here? Never mind, it's still unbuilt. Very cool. Oh, and we've got this one. It's just gonna store 29 crates of fruit. Can get that pulled over. Very awesome. We're still completely out of booze. This is terrible. I don't want to build the building of normal stone. The dwarves are going to be spending a lot of time here. I say dwarves. It looks like it's mostly not dwarves. It's like Cretonians. That's not good. Why are Kryptonians working here? Humans. A little unusual. Maybe we can build it out of wood then? The follow-up one? Let's see, we're getting... no bonus due to species, but... whatever. I will build this one out of wood. It's gonna be the crappier brewery. It's gonna be organically shaped. I'll build some pillars. Hopefully a big kettle can fit. A big kettle cannot fit. I could maybe get away with the tiny kettles then, I guess. It's absolutely hideous. But at least there'll be a bunch of nooks and crannies to fit auxiliary kettles, I suppose. I'm gonna want a big one, I think, as well. There we go. 100% efficiency, and we can have a storage over here. Got 300 people in our laboratories, boosting performance by 30%. That's massive. Alright, another brewery has been added to the collection. It's gonna need its own warehouse as well, just to keep production running as smoothly as possible. It'll be a tiny place with tiny crates. Who's wounded? How did they get wounded? Oh, are they mauled by some sort of horrible animal? Yeah, I guess so. Wait, what? Oh, hold up. Do we have... we probably have some dumb harvest order here. What? What are these people doing? Why are they going around the bottom of this fucking mountain? What the hell? Jesus. Okay, well, one of them is probably dead. How's our homelessness problem? Continues to get worse as time goes on. Looks like it's the people working in the bakeries here. I'm just gonna add a couple longhouses. That should be fine enough. This is a really awkward position for this brewery to be, just right across the street from the dungeon and the asylum. That's really not great. Unfortunately, space is limited, so just the reality they're living in. Maybe I should have built the other brewery up in this little export yard zone. It's too late now. May or may not create a guard post just to help out with that. Yeah, the person bled out before they got to the doctors. Another person braves this area. Is this person deranged? Who's this person here? Yeah, they're deranged. What the hell is going on here? Okay, well, whatever. We're at negative 30 odd jobbers. Did the new brewery get completed? No. Guess I'm gonna add as many dwarves as possible, some amount of humans, and some amount of pigs. Oh, I added way too many pigs. Ow. It has been done. There's no taking it back now. Our population's booming. So we're gonna need even more houses. Really not feeling the homelessness in the Dwarven Quarter. It's just gonna have to be a problem for the immediate future until we get some more masonry rolling. Oh, this warehouse has been completed, so I'm going to fetch, let's see, they want wood, furniture absolutely needs to get fetched, bolts of cloth, probably, let's see, stone, dwarves have stone, clay I guess, though I don't think I have clay allocated. I guess leather, even though I don't have leather allocated yet for the tilappies. Maybe we should focus on what humans want. And so instead of leather, we could do clay pots. Guess that makes more sense. Very sweet. I think we might need to build more industries that produce things that people need, because I have a feeling we might be running a furniture deficit now that we've added so many people. Let's see, household is for 545, and that's 2 ticks ago. Yeah. Could maybe make a weavery in the meantime. A person has been mauled to death. Let me guess. Oh, no, they're in the hospital. It's probably these fucking bolt crawlers once more. I guess I'm gonna build a wall to fucking stop these guys. This shit is getting ridiculous. I'll build fortifications out of wood. It's just gonna go from one side to the other. That'll make the most efficient path, not all the way around the entire map. This place still needs people. Oh, I built the longhouses out of stone. Damn it. I guess I'll build a couple more longhouses here. Maybe, yeah, in this little chunk that I talked about before. Yeah, this will do nicely. It'll form out block. I think I'll also build like a palisade to keep the crazies in. It's not much of one. It's mostly just to make people feel secure. But it has been built. This should house everyone who's working in the brewery. Plain and simple. Or the breweries, I should say. By the way, need a delivery man. It's just gonna fetch some pots, and I guess the rest of the storage will be for booze. Very cool. And I'll upgrade this place right off the bat. And this laboratory too. Oh, is it already upgraded? Did I upgrade it, or when you copy a building, does it upgrade it if it's possible? Looks like our second crypt has been completed as well. Crypt number 2. Guess I'll check on the tourists. Getting there, but not quite the marvel I was told it was by Authori. Came all the way down only to find a few small, scattered and run-down fruit farms. A disgrace to any Crotonian. The canteen I visited was a spectacular experience, while Athilda, gratitude for great work, 4 stars. Cotton farms, dog shit. Enjoyed my stay. Fruit farms, they were no different than what I have in my home in my Crotonian village. Doubt. Lavatory was nice. Barged right in. Excellent place to stay. Dude. What the hell? guess I'm going to invest more points in the fruit farms. They are tormenting me about this. It's got to be technology, right? It's another 2,000 points. It's so fucked up. I guess I'll get another 2,000 all edible crops. Ooh, food science. I guess I will get that as well. What would it take to upgrade the breweries once more? I do have the technology for it. Let's see. Oh, gears. Yeah, not happening. Oh, Garthemi quarters almost ready. Let's see. House. Longhouse. No walls. Isolation 100%. Beautiful. I built it. Hold up. Does it need any materials? It doesn't say. I'm assuming it's not gonna. Yeah, materials 0. Okay. I'm just gonna build the road out here. I think we're gonna want stone roads in this place. Actually, I think the Garthemis, they like direness, right? Dread. They fucking love dread. Yeah, in the Garthemi quarter, it'll be the one and only area where there's dread roads. Road access, durability a little bit low, speed plus 15%. Just gonna build this here. This will connect all the zones here. Very nice. Probably also are gonna want a janitor down here too. Could build it inside this place for sure, but I build it inside when I could just build it outside, right? Can I fit this thing in here? It looks like they'll actually cut through the stone for me. Yeah, I'll do this then. Sweet. Probably gonna want a hearth as well. Just to service the people here. The buganoids. Yeah, this will work. Fantastic. Now, with all that being said, I think I'm going to call the episode here. We've created a booze industry. The Millers expanding their businesses to adjacent ones. As a good business person should, or a good business family, I should say. We've built up quite the bank of science points. And I think our tourism is slowly, slightly building up as well. We're not quite hitting our marks for getting like a good source of income. I'm really hoping that it's not just based on the fertility of the fruit farms and it's based on the skill instead. Because it would really suck if there's just no way to make the fruit farms good enough for the tourists. Oh, it is what it is. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Six. Goodbye!